All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Alexander. This is my catch-up series for today, 22nd of April 2021. A recap from last week. Last week was 15th, and we had some sort of bullish sentiment on the volatility index 75, where I expected the market to reject off of this level or this level at the downside before going back up and coming back down. What we see is the market pushing back up a little bit, coming back to that level. And since this level has not broken, we're still in the buyer's market, and which is what we've seen. I capitalized on this trade with my students somewhere around here, um, based off of certain confirmation. But ideally, we've been waiting for this market to retest this level or this level. So we saw that retest of this level and a push, but this level is a 23.6. So we need a very strong PRZ level before we make our decision on being a buyer, a strong buyer. So if we pull out a fib like this, what we expect is we expect to see the market retrace to at least 61.8. If we do see that, we are going to be looking for other confirmations before we take our buy position. But for now, the market is currently at a supply level, and maybe if we see a break of this level, we understand that the continuation to the upside wants to continue, um, to potentially give a new all-time high for this. But for us to be a seller, since it's at a supply level, potentially we're looking for bearish signs, and um, I will be I will be a confirmed seller with a break of this level, so we can see a push to the downside. So it's all based off of minute aspect of market structure on lower time frame. So if you go on lower time frame, you know how to capitalize on that. USD CHF, the market was around here that day, and I still said I was a bear, and which is what we saw. We saw the market break, and where I said I was only going to be a buyer if the market breaks the lower highs. The market did not break the lower high. All we see is the market pushing back down. So on the Traders Hub Telegram channel, I dropped some analysis, some setups, which is what you can see here: a push phase, a retracement. We potentially we are still expecting the market to go lower. So um, when we see confirmations, we can take the sell for a potential break to the lower side to give a lower low. But if not, we can see the market. We can potentially expect this market to run back into this discount level. But right now, the market has retested this level. The market has retested this level. What we expect is a rejection, which is something we are seeing, but we need extra confirmation. So at the sight of a bearish variation of an engulfing, we might be looking to take a sell off of this level for a continuation to the downside. AUD USD, um, the market was around here that day where I said I just expect to see some type of resistance off of this level, which is what we saw. And we see that the market is currently giving some type of continuation pattern back to the upside. We what we saw 2 days later, which was Sunday night, is an engulfing and a push to the upside. That is why I adjusted my Fibonacci. Now the market is potentially, or the market is actually sitting on a 50% retracement level, which is a PRZ level. And we've seen some type of push out of that level. Um, this level seems to be still holding. Why? Because we saw a push, retracement, and a rejection off of that level. Now we see some type of minute break in that structure on lower time frame, and this is some type of rejection. We might be seeing this market running back into this level before pushing back up. Before pushing back up, I will only be a seller with a break of this level, meaning a break in structure has happened, and we'll be expecting this market to just run back down into this level. CHF JPY has been consolidating, where I said I'll only be a seller with a break of this level, and that has not been seen. All we see is a high. All we see is a high, excuse me, a high, some type of low, a lower high, some type of lower low, lower high, some type of higher low, and a retest of the previous high. So we are still maintaining this structure. What we see now is some type of bearish move, bearish move, which is a bearish variation of an engulfing of this level. Then we see the market still consolidating in this level. So I'll only be a seller when I see some type of bearish um, confirmation around this level for a push to the downside, and I will still only be a buyer with a break with some type of bullish signal around this level. So we consolidate there. AUR USD still having its bullish sense. I said I was only going to be a seller with a break of this level. The market was around this level. We see that push, that retest, a push to the upside. I'll only be a seller in this market with a break of this level. So for now, for now, we are seeing some type of retracement of this bullish move. So potentially we expect this market to run back into this level. If we don't see that, we might just see this market run back down, tank back down to this level before it makes a decision. EUR JPY has since been consolidating. I might be taking it out of my watch list. This low has been holding. I said I was only going to be a seller with a break of this level here, since it gave a higher low. We see that break here. We see 100% retracement. Even if the candle broke that level, the next candle was a bearish candle, and as such, it means this level never got broken. So a break, a testing candle, testing candle, and back into the fray. Now, what we expect is a potential drop in this market. So if I see some type of bearish confirmation or bearish variation of an engulfing around this level, I'll look to take a sell back to the downside. If not, I'll only be a buyer when I see certain confirmations around this level. GBP JPY, the market was around this level that day, and I said I was only going to be a buyer when I see a break of that level of this lower high here, which is something that has happened. Now on the larger scale, we are still on a bullish move, so we expect this market to run back into this level or create a new higher high. So on this level, what we see is a break, a retest potentially. Um, I'll only look to take my buy when these lower highs, these candlestick lower highs has been taken out. So I'll look to be a buyer and potentially take my trade back to the upside. If not, I'll only be a seller with a break of this level here. Um, that's that for that. GBP USD. The market was around here where I said I'll only be a seller with a break of this level. We didn't see that. Um, even when I said I was a seller, I needed to see a bearish confirmation before I take the sell. I didn't see that bearish confirmation. All I got was some sort of bullish engulfing, some type of strong thick momentum candle to the bull side, and from then we see the rally. Now, what we expect from the analysis I sent on the Traders Hub Telegram, I expect a retest of this level back to the upside, which is something we're seeing. Regardless of that, I still expect some sort of deep retracement in this move before it pushes back up. But if it doesn't do that, we take it one step at a time. I'll only look to take a buy when I see some type of bullish confirmation above these levels, and that will be potentially a 60 or a 70 pip movement for me. If not, a break of this level will mean the market wants to run back down this level, and potentially that will be a 90 pip movement. So that's that for that. USD CHF, we've gone over that. All right, thank you. I think that's that for my catch up series. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Ask your questions. Um, Follow on all platforms at Traders Hub NG, Yusha Mindset, and King ALXNDA. See you guys in the next catch up series. Take care. Bye bye.